fucking feedback loop gets you me every time. Alright, Pistol Vinegar Day 25, back in rear delts. So, doing something a little different today. Doing some Yates rows. So, the Yate row is notoriously when you stand a bit more upright and try to sort of hit the lats a bit more. And you do them underhand. Well, he did them underhand until he decided that he didn't want to tear a bicep. But anyway, you're doing these. These felt really good, but my lower back's so fucking weak that I was feeling my spinal erectors a lot through this, which, you know, is fine. But yeah, it's annoying how weak my lower back is. So realistically, maybe I should be doing more barbell rows in order to strengthen my lower back. But previously, it was so overpoweringly weak in the lower back that I couldn't even feel the lats. But these were fine. I felt my lats quite a lot, actually. And I like how quickly these get difficult. Like, you start off and it feels super light, and then bam, it gets really, really difficult, which you'll see in the drop sets. So I alternate between underhand and overhand to train slightly different parts of the back. Overhand, you're getting a bit more teres, minor, major, rear delts, etc. Underhand, you feel lots of lower lat, which I've been having a hard time getting. And I should be doing more because I have horrible fucking fat deposits in my lower back, hips area. So to counteract that, I need to get bigger lower lats or just keep getting leaner. But I feel like once I get all the fat off, a lot of the estrogenic fat that I got over years of just being really quite fat, realistically, like I didn't look fat, but I was fat, will go away. And then when I bulk again, it won't come back on in those areas because my testosterone is reasonably higher than it used to be. So I have faith that when I get all the estrogenic fat off in the chest and hip region, that when I do bulk up again, it won't go to that same place. But who knows, maybe I'm just destined to have really shitty fat deposits, in which case, don't know what to do. Anyway, yeah, bunch of drop sets, bunch of rest pauses here, really just feeling this movement out. Felt pretty good, apart from the lower back feeling pretty strained from it. Not bad strain, but like, you know, muscular strain, in the sense that it felt a lot of, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, these are good. I really like the underhand variation, especially. This might be a mainstay from here on out. I did some then lat pull downs, but I accidentally pressed the recording button off when I did it, so can't see those. But then I was doing unilateral cable rows, and I decided to do an experiment today where I would choose a weight that was too heavy for me. The strap was digging into my wrist like a motherfucker, so I had to quickly readjust that. But I chose a weight that was too heavy for me so that I could do this new experiment I want to start doing on unilateral movements, where I mostly do the reps assisted. That way every single rep is almost like a 1 rep max, and I get every motor neuron recruited from the first rep to the last rep, or like, you know, I get a bunch of reps that are full on hardcore. So you can see that I'm really doing heavy force reps here throughout the entire movement, basically, until eventually the left arm can't actually even pull it. And then I do some real partials. And I do this movement for the rhomboids. I feel like this movement hits my rhomboids really well. Previously, I'm gambling here, because previously when I did this movement, I would get like a nerve impingement in my rhomboid at my rib cage. So big fucking risk here. I could be in a lot of annoying sort of numbing pain over the next few weeks, but we'll see. I'm willing to risk it again because rhomboids are super important. And then again, doing the same thing on the left side. So choosing a weight I can do like 3 to 4 reps with, and then immediately assisting it at another 4 or 5 reps. So I'm going to keep experimenting with this kind of new idea and see what it does on different unilateral movements. I won't do it on too many things because, you know, if I do it on every single body part, I won't know which one it might be working better on. So just going to do it on maybe 1 or 2 movements, maybe triceps and rhomboids or something along those lines, see what happens. But these are brutal. It's like doing a 1 rep max every single fucking rep. So yeah, and then I finish off with some dumbbell rear delts, kind of messing around with these. I'm starting to feel like dumbbells might be the way to go for me personally. I don't think the cable rear delt variations are all that shit hot. I think I feel these a little bit more in my rear delts, so I don't know. I might need to start combining the two to get 2 different type of resistance curves. I feel like maybe 6 months ago, I kind of figured out what worked for my rear delts and then lost it. I don't know what the fuck happened, but yeah, I'm gonna keep fucking around with movement patterns until my bulk starts and figure out what's the most optimal for me, and then make a true consistent program when I start bulking. But so far, dumbbell rear delts seems to be pretty good, but I don't know, I'm missing something in the rear delts department. Not that my rear delts aren't developing. My rear delts have popped like fucking crazy since I started doing high intensity, but I want to be as optimal as possible. So yeah, but it isn't always necessarily about the mind-muscle connection. It's not always necessarily about the pump and all these different things. So yeah, and that was the whole workout. Obviously a little bit shorter because I accidentally missed out the pull downs, my bad, but all good. It didn't look pretty anyway. My lighting's all fucked up. I need to figure out the lighting in my gym. So yeah, these are good. I'm doing a bit too many drop sets to my liking at the moment. I need to really get specific on and more focus on my full sets to failure, because I feel like you don't put as much focus into your sets if everything is just drop setted. So I think I need to back off the drop sets a little bit more, do a bit more rest pauses, or just straight sets to failure with nothing else. So anyway, I'm going to keep experimenting. Got 2 or 3 more weeks on my cut, and then by then by my maintenance phase, I'll have everything figured out and start bulking. See you guys tomorrow for more piss and vinegar. Bye bye.